Welcome into the latest edition of ESPN FC. I'm Dan Thomas, joined in the studio today by Shaka, Hislop. And you're right, Craig, I feel you're just edgier than normal.
This could be a long show or a short show.
Well, either
long
way.
show. Well,
or it could be
no, he's starting. No, he's just started.
Or it could be a short show that feels like a long show.
I come into last week, right? Get that running or they'll throw it out the window. I come into last week with a sort of positive attitude about international football and international week, and it's gone.
Right.
Absolutely gone.
Hey, don't worry, because we're starting with international football. As Italy have qualified for the Euros, a 0-0 draw against Ukraine was enough to see them join England out of Group C. For Ukraine, it's going to be a place in the playoff to see if they can book a place in Germany in the summer. Mario Melchiot is here, a very happy, relieved. Gab Marcotti, I imagine, is here. But, of course, all the talking points at the end of this game as to whether or not it should have been a penalty late on. Let's start with the Italian. Gab?
I do think Mudryk tries to win it and jumps to win the penalty, but there's contact like that. For me, that's a pen.
Penalty? Craig?
Penalty.
Shaka?
If the Italian says penalty, nobody's going to disagree, are they? I mean, I saw this and straight away thought penalty and thought the only delay was the VAR for some reason taking longer than he should have to tell the referee go to the monitor. The fact that he didn't is simply
well, it's
young.
not like it's a big game or anything.
No, nothing at stake, really, was there?
Let's not get the referee to go to the monitor and make a decision from the stadium in Leverkusen in the final group match that was sending a team to the Euros, sending one to the playoffs. Let's just not make that decision. Let's just sit there and go, well, is it clear and obvious or that? Or will we just send the referee to the monitor and let him decide?
Mario, penalty or no penalty?
I think he was looking for it, but I will give him the pen because you also could see him being touched. So I don't understand. You guys just highlighted. Why didn't he just go to the screen? I mean, look, it's his helping moment. If he doesn't know it himself, and he was called up from the side as well, the guy started running up and trying to call people out like, hey, why is the ref not coming to look? And sometimes I really don't get it. If you didn't see it yourself, then you should. If you did, then that is your choice.
There we go then. But what it means, regardless of a penalty or not, you are through to the Euros, Gab.
Yeah, and I think for what we saw, and obviously this is a big talking point. I understand that. I've been in the business a long time. For the first hour, I thought Italy played really, really well. They took the game to them. They created a whole bunch of chances, but it's this age-old thing with Italy where they have trouble finishing. They have serious, serious issues finishing. And, I mean, expected goals there, I think, tell their own story. And then at the end, against a good side like Ukraine, what happens? Of course, they've got nothing to lose. They throw everything forward. They have quality. And at the end, in that last half hour, it got really, really nervy for Italy. Probably shouldn't have been. Their level dropped off. And, Italy ended up being really, really lucky here. Just as I have to say, we were maybe somewhat unlucky in previous qualifying campaigns for World Cups and whatnot. But, I guess it swings and roundabouts here.
What will expectations now be going in Germany in the summer, Gab?
Well, for a start, the horrendous experiences in previous World Cup qualifying campaigns and whatnot looks like Italy will be a 3 seed or a 4 seed. So it's entirely possible that Italy end up with a really tough group again. I think there is quality there in the buildup. I think the attitude is the right one. Try to take the game to the opposition. I think there's some tremendous individuals. When Chiesa is fit and playing like that, he's a tremendous footballer. Barella, I think, is exceptional. Di Marco, one of the best in the world in his position, as is Donnarumma when he's good. And there's injured guys to come back. But I think you have to put the ball in the back of the net. Ultimately, football is decided by scoring goals and not just creating chances. If they play this on XG, I'd kind of, like Italy's chances to maybe reach the quarterfinals or something. But sadly, Craig, we're not there yet.
Oh, you dream of an XG Euro.
What good show that would be.
If it wasn't on goals, but on XG.
Oh, my God, it's bliss. Wouldn't it just be bliss? I just come in here 24 hours a day. You're sort of sitting here with lots of other people discussing XG. They are the holders after all, but a lot has changed since that time, clearly, not only in the playing structure, but the management side of things as well. Gab's right. You look at the chances. I think it was Fratesi who was put through, but before that, Chiesa.
He's had a good chance.
Scuffed it into the ground, really didn't make clear contact in it. There was another chance, I think, at the back post. Some of their build-up play was good. Gab's right, their full-backs are excellent, particularly DiMarco. Obviously, Jorginho's kind of on his last legs, and there are other people that can come in and play in that position. But, yeah, I mean, look, the big competitions are going to be better for the likes of Italy being there. Whether you think that's elitist or not, these big competitions are better for the big nations being there and being competitive than not. Now, that doesn't mean you deserve to get there. They didn't last time out when Jorginho missed a penalty and they lost to North Macedonia. But yeah, they're going to be in with a shout. I don't think there's any outstanding team. Maybe France, you could say. That's what started me off. And my downturn for the international week was the 14-0 Gibraltar pasting.
Yes.
That just got me going.
That got you going, right?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Then Lukaku scored 4 goals.
Yes.
That got me going even more.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean...
Lovely 48 hours.
Beautiful. Then, yeah. And so, for one, I'm happy at Chile earlier because I think it'll make it a better competition.
Who's going to get your goals, Gab? Is there an answer?
Well, maybe Scamacca can live up to the hype he enjoyed back when he was 16 years old and they thought he was the next big thing. He has been playing a little better. Raspadori, I thought, looked sharp, but the thing is, the guy runs around so much and he gets tired, and he's not going to start at club level for Napoli once Osimhen returns. That's unlikely. So yeah, it's a very, very valid question. I don't know, who can step in there. Retegui, I mean, guy's Argentine, naturalized Italian. Argentina won the World Cup. I mean, he wasn't there, of course. But, when he's fit again...
How are those straws, Gab?
I mean, we really are. We really are clutching at straws. Ciro Immobile, how about that?
I tell you what, where's Toto Scalacci when you need him?
Go, get him going.
Maybe throw in Graziani there as a big front man,
Oh, my goodness.